Hello everybody and welcome to episode 50 of my Tekkit Let's Play. Let's take all of this off. It's episode blinking 50 and my lights have gone all crazy because I've taken my night vision goggles off apparently. So here we are, and you may be able to see that I have added a little bit of a change to my world, and by that I mean I've tried to apply a mod pack skin whatever thing texture pack to the correct word is, but for some reason when I've done so I don't know if I've done it right because these textures don't appear to have changed, whereas all of the mods texture packs have changed and they're all good and nice and sexy. So that's quite cool. Clearly I have ballsed it up in some way and I've not worked out why. Whoops. But anyhow, that brings us to this, episode 50, and I haven't really decided what I want to do for episode 50. It's a bit crazy, but I suppose we could start by having a look at the fact that my moon base is at an end, as far as there's a glitch with the system. So I made some airlock frames. Hopefully I can make one more of these. Oh, no. So airlock frames have been a proper pain in my arse. As far as trying to get them to work is concerned. But here we go. I should have one more of these. Oh, I'll get two more anyway. If I grab a couple of levers, and then we head up to the moon, you can see what advances I have made. So I have been through the process of encasing all of my stuff inside. So I've built the wall up higher, and then I've built a layer of hardened glass for the windows, and hopefully we've now got enough airlock frames to make a mistake. Give me that one back. Okay, so the airlock frame, if I put a lever down here, way, it does work. Cool. So we now have an airlock to my that's a pain. So they're not clearly, it's not clearly not the solution. I think it's stone. I might be wrong. Make me a button? No. How do you make a button? Is it cobblestone? Get some cobblestone in here for an unknown reason. Maybe I'm wrong. Right then. So building a button is clearly a problem. What am I doing wrong? Good start. That's professional. Button. Glad I've got a million of these for no apparent reason. Okay. So a button. Well, that doesn't seem wise. That doesn't work at all. So, is it gone? I need to provide it with a redstone signal to turn it on. Then if I press the button, opens. There you go. Solves that problem. So there we have an airlock, but unfortunately I can't seal my base and make it airtight because the oxygen sealer, which I don't have on me, doesn't work, unfortunately. There's a glitch with the current system, which means it won't seal buildings. It won't even seal totally sealed buildings. So one that's made entirely out of like a solid like block. But we'll wait for that mod to be updated and then come back and finish our moon base. Now that we've got a cool airlock. So what I've decided to do for my episode 50 spectacular is I am going to go through the process of finalizing and moving, ooh, cool, my thing that I've forgotten the name of. Fission reactor. Yes. So my secret nuclear bunker has been working hard over here, but I don't really like the fact it's over here. So I'm going to go and move it. And I'm going to move it somewhere much closer to home. So I'm going to take all this apart. This is going to take a bit longer than I expected it to. And I'm going to move it below my base so that I have access to the power when I need it. But as you may have seen, for those of you that have watched my gas tests video, I tested the blast resistance of a number of materials in order to determine if it would be safe to build a fission reactor within my base as long as I encased it in a certain amount of material. So I discovered that one layer of obsidian and or hardened glass is more than sufficient to survive a fission explosion. So basically that's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is, at the moment, because of the water, is smash everything and mess it all up. But we will use our nuclear bunker for other purposes in the future. But for now, just collect all the resources. Maybe, just maybe put a few, fill in a few of these holes. I don't know why that keeps doing that at the moment. I should be double clicking a lot. There, that makes no sense. I've turned on like super sticky click or something like that, but I haven't. So I don't really know what's doing or why it's doing it. Okay. Let's get out of here. We are going to need some water. How much space I've got. I'm also going to want to take my redstone energy cells because these are going to have a new home. Let's got all of them. So this will become my now testing facility or future testing facility. So what I've done is I have built multiple layers to my base. So this is my basement, which contains a number of random machines, storage, levers and things. When we have the layer below that, this contains my skeleton mob spawner. It will contain very shortly my new energy cell array, and it also contains my backup power supply generator, which is the wood powered engine thingamajigs. Why again with the double clicking? I don't understand. Don't do this for the next sort of forever, because it's going to be properly irritating. I don't understand. Oh, I haven't got enough of them. I thought I had more. How many have I got here then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Why have I done that? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14. Well, we'll probably put some more in eventually. Anyway, so that's this level. That's the backup in case I ever run out of power for any reason. Then below that we have my new warehouse level, which is my generation level, built with some very funky looking lamps, and these don't appear to be on. These floodlights, which I found in the inventory and made, and they're quite bright. But we have our 5 steam turbines over here, connected to the redstone conduit, which is connected up to those energy cells on the floor above. And obviously, logically, below this, we then have another drop, which is incomplete. I haven't beautified it yet. And then we have our reactor. But as you can see, I have found a use for the fabric of reality, or whatever it's called, that you can pick up from the parallel sort of dimensions, pocket dimension things, in creating a secret entrance. So this is the lever that opens it. It's quite obvious, so no problem with that. But the thing is, click it, nothing changes. There is no indication for someone who's trying to sneak in what's just happened, because of the perfect matte black. But I know, I can click this, walk over here, there's an entrance, and in we go. So here we have a complete obsidian room, and this is all obsidian, because that is thick enough to then protect the world from the explosion. So anything in here will get destroyed, unfortunately, but I'm willing to lose floodlights and liquiducts and probably a few blocks of the reality stuff. But here we have the space for the reactor. So the reactor itself will sit nicely here with the space below for me to get to it to give it the fission rods. We're then going to want I think actually I'm going to need do that, aren't I? Although, surely I could put the control rod at the bottom. So this is what we're going to do for today's episode. We're going to play with this. That's not right. Do I have something less pain in the arse than obsidian? So we'll put that, and then we'll take that. No, we'll put that, then we'll put that, then we'll take that away. Then we'll not hit the control rod. Stupid bastard. It's all going wrong. Flight control off. I don't even know why I did that. So that's that sorted. And then we need to put the thermometer down. And then reduce that down to, I think it's idles at 16. So if it ever gets near 17, that's when there's a problem. Okay, so that means we will eventually be able to fill in that gap. So we're going to want the yep, that'll do. So that'll come down to there. So if it goes to 1600, it'll launch that up. That's cool. So we can fill in that one as far as obsidian is concerned. I believe, for now, until I've proved the system doesn't work, and then have to go and correct it anyway. So we need to get some water. Oops, went too far. I've got an access point just here. So I do have some water buckets. We'll also grab any more of this redstone energy cable in case we need it. We'll also grab a lever to test the system. There was a block missing in the obsidian wall, I remember seeing that. So we'll take an extra block of obsidian with us just to fill in the aesthetics. Probably forgotten something else, but that's fine, we'll come back to that in a second. So if we put one block there, and one block there, we should be able to start getting infinite water sources on the go. And then eventually when we get enough of them, it will start filling itself in. Nearly. There we go. One more. And we're done. So there we have our water in place. So let's use the understair access point, which will probably need to be security upgraded at some point, to just bang a lever on here. Okay. So if this is going to work, we now need to do an ultimately dangerous test. I'll fix that portal eventually. So we need some ability to type the right letters. So we need 3 of these. And then we need, I think it's what is it? Vials or something? Nope. FIS. Fissile fuel rod is made from empty cells. Of course. So here we have a fissile fuel rod, and this is where we can test if this will work. So if this will stop it, logically, this should not be heating up. Definitely check it's up, isn't it? So the control rod does not work when it's placed. Oh crap, what's happened here? I got tricked by my own entrance pathway. So we'll pull that out, because we are going to need to do a little bit of alterations under here. I'm glad you can spin the bottom of that for no apparent reason. Okay. So let's just get that on there ready, because it's going to be a pain in my arse otherwise. Comes the water. Go away, water. Grab you. Chuck you there. You there. Take you away. Spin you around. Take you for a bit of a walk because I don't want the hassle. Throw the lever on there, just test. Realise I ballsed it up again. It's fine, it's not like I'm any good at this or not. Apparently not. Oops. Okay, now I've got it right. It's a good job I intended this to be quite a long episode, isn't it? Okay. Now should I put this in here? Nope. Interesting. The control rod no longer controls the fissile fuel fission reactor, apparently. I wonder why that is. Well, that's interesting. And annoying. So let's... This could be a much more dangerous undertaking than I first thought. Why would it do that? Or, as the case may be, why would it not do that? No, I don't know why you put one under there, that was weird of you. So, we can still put all of these in place for now. And you're going to get on my tits very quickly, mouse. I don't know why, nothing's changed, not done anything different at all, except you've now started to accept double clicks. For no reason. Oh, interesting. Oop, got my obsidian block, haven't I? Took you there. So we need... I keep forgetting which floor. I'm nervous because I'm recording. So we need another steam funnel. Have we got any more steam funnels? I think they're relatively cheap. Yeah, don't need two, but I'll have to make two. Let's also make another control rod, just to test it out in some way. See if we can get it to turn off the fission reactor in any way. So we'll let it get to about 200 degrees, so there we go. And then we will send the control rod up. It's still rising. So it genuinely has no effect. So there's almost no point in it being there. So we need the siren in place then. So that if it does kick off, we will hear some sort of warning. So that's how it's supposed to work. I don't understand why it doesn't. But we'll crack on. So the next thing to do is place our liquid ducts upon the top of all of our steam funnels, like so. We then need to place our redstone across the top in a big sort of crazy platform like this, because that will turn them all on. Although I think I've missed a step. I have to click all of these bastards first, so that means all of these have to go because they're all going to be in the way. Don't know why it needs such a crazy and over-the-top explosion animation. Let's try and make sure I don't miss one. Edge ones are not too much of a problem. There you go, missed that one. So I've got all of these bad boys. Are they all looking lined up? Okay. So let's put this on top for a second time. Like so. And then we put a sort of, realistically it's just for show, switching all those on. And then all we've got to do is take the steam up here. So we can pump it out of here and up here, like so. And then all we need to do is click this one, and then we should start here with the turbines. Yep. Now obviously there's no fissile fuel rod in there, so it's pulled out all the steam that was built up. Spun the turbines. Good stuff. So, do we take the risk of putting a fissile fuel rod in here and seeing what it does? Waiting for an explosion. I've got the siren, so I know when I need to run down here and try and stop it. I should have minutes to do so. We'll go and grab another redstone energy cell, because some of these are no longer going to be needed. For example, I don't need this many on my magmatic engine, which is now only running in one batch. I brought one, but I'm going to need two on that because I've forgotten, I can't count. No, it's just one. So these are now gaining power at a rather impressive rate. So all we need to do is connect them into here, and then we have our mains power supply running and being received from our nuclear generator. That looks horrible, so get rid of that one. Give me the... Give it to me. Give it... Oh, you're so useless, game. There we go. run it across the roof because it's out of the way then. And obviously this cable is lossless, so we don't have a problem with that fact. And we can then, I guess, just bang in a load of these down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 redstone energy cells. Now, these are all going to be outputting at different values, aren't they? I guess they can only receive 100 in. Oh, no, these ones can't, can they? So we'll do, yeah, I'm working out. So we've got, I'll have to do all the fiddling with this realistically offline to get it all right. But I'm sending it to 4. So I need a number of these down here. So 16, which I had before, was a good number. Bollocks. So I'll add 2 more in the not too distant future to make it 16. And there we have it. These should now be powering these, which is then connected to the mains network. Yep, it is. So it's now filter fishing its way in properly. So our mains power, though none of these are needed because they're all probably maxed out, is now being powered from nuclear stockpiles, which means I could, if I wanted to, turn off my magmatic engines and turn off my fuel burning engines and have these as a backup to the backup, because I don't need them anymore. I have a much more effective and much more efficient, efficient's probably not the right word, I have a much more generous power output. And these are all going to output 100 into the network. So that's cool. We need to work out, again, I can accept up to 400 in, so I need to make sure this output's no more than 400. So as long as none of these are doing 100 out, we should be alright. But I will have to go and bring them all down, won't I? If I had 16 of them, then beautifully it would be 25 each, wouldn't it? And 25 times 16 is 400. But them's the breaks. Let's go and see if we have any danger. I'm guessing I can close you down, set you up, safety you up. It's all working nicely. Water's bubbling away. Let's enclose you into there then. Well, that's not good, because it's just broken 1600. 1800. It will explode at 2000, so this is quite dangerously close for my liking. But then again, if it hovers, realistically, if it hovers at 1850, I can live with that. I wonder if I've not put enough water down. I think I'm alright. I think it's good. Okay. So this will explode at 2000 Celsius. So hovering it here, we are much closer to 2000 than I would necessarily have liked. Can we get an angle on the thermometer to tell me how hot it is? No. It's annoying. We're nearly in. Too much. Currently it's 1600 something, isn't it? 1650. Oh, that's not too bad. So it's almost exactly exactly a millisecond away from. Oh, this has dropped. As long as it cycles around like that, then we're fine. We have created, as we had intended, safe nuclear power. These are good. Hopefully these will be better. And then we have a huge amount of energy stored, and as long as I keep track of it, I have to work out a way maybe of automating the tracking. Maybe I wonder. I so wonder if I could put an oh could I put a logic gate? This will be the last thing we'll do this episode. We'll have a look at this. So we need a pipe. We just need a driving structure pipe. I think it's called structure pipe. Cobblestone structure pipe. It's just kind of a pointless pipe that you use for pointless purposes. Let's just get 3 of these, just because I want to test this out. So then we want like a logic gate. I'll take that one and that one, just a more advanced one, just in case I don't like it. So, if we put this next to this, and then put this onto this, can we tell it to look for... Brilliant! So we could get it to full energy, turn the reactor... Well, if the bloody control rod would work, we could get it to turn the reactor off, which is perfect. It's exactly what we'd want it to be able to do. And if it's empty, we could then admit a redstone signal, and if we can put structure pipes next to structure pipes, yeah, run a wire to a load of lights, so we could get some lamps. Sort of different. Can we get lots of different coloured lamps? I think we can, because I filled them downstairs. Lamp, no, not comma. Lamp, no. The lights. What is it I created using the crazy glowstone stuff? Sure, there was more fancy looking. Again, if it was I changed to the nice, sexy looking interface, trying to, and it's changed everything's appearance. So I have no idea what it is I'm looking for. The hell is this? Road light. Interesting. I'll have to look at what the hell that is. That's quite cool. Vine scaffolding. Cool. That's vine scaffolding. Oh, sweet. I could build. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Let's look at that as well. There. What's this? Nope. Electron block. I've got them downstairs. I'm using them to light up the floor. Bugger off, game. Right, fine. If you're not going to play fair, I'm just going to get one. No, not this floor, this floor. These, what's this? Glowstone illuminator. It's used to make a laser drill. No, but it's also a light source. So I can't make it multiple colours. So I can't make multiple coloured lamps. Not a massive problem, because I can just use the normal lamps and have, let's say, we could even do like a big ring around the floor. If this ring around the floor is lit up, we know there's a problem. and it will always give me the indication there's a problem. So we'll have a look at that in the next episode, I think. This episode 30, donk, episode 50, 35 minutes long. I've tried to make it as interesting as possible. We have a very cool, oh, we're all full power, are we? We have a very cool power network now, hopefully. The fission reactor is going to be filling up all of these with wonderful, wonderful electricity, hopefully without exploding. Not exploded. Good, didn't miss that. It's just not making any noise in my headset right now, so therefore I'm a bit confused. No, it's still plotting away. It's got loads and loads of time left on that as well. So I need to have a look between episodes about why the control rod isn't turning the fission reactor off. And then I will look at maybe using some secret piping to do it behind the scenes. What's behind them in here? Is it this one? No, it's this one. It's not too bad. So we can do some secret piping behind there, and we will be able to monitor in some way, and that'll be cool. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the bonus super episode 50 episode. Obviously with 50 episodes recorded, it's very difficult for me to work out what sort of things people want to see me do from now. So if you're happy with just me messing around and building random stuff, let me know. If you'd like me to see me build anything or something I haven't looked at, or something you think I would be interested in, so for example there's aspects of certain mods that I haven't looked into because I'm not too familiar with them and you think it's worthwhile digging into them much deeper, just bang a comment down below on this episode. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the views that I get. I know I don't have the world's largest number of subscribers, so there is nearly 400 of you now at the point of recording this video, so that's ridiculous. I started out this channel to make videos to show off to my friend that I was better at COD than he was. Yes, genuinely, if you go back to my very first few videos, other than the ones I posted from uni about pranking my mates, they're all COD videos for nearly 2 years, and then I started playing Minecraft and other videos, and it just kind of exploded from there. So I wish you all a happy new year, as this is going up as my first video of 2014, and I will see you shortly in the next episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and bye for now guys.